Hello students, this is Shikha Vashisht, Assistant Professor Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar. Today we will discuss about anatomy of flowering plants. Anatomy is the branch of biology which is concerned with the study of structure of living organisms and their body parts. Term anatomy coined from Greek word anatomy, which means dissection. So as far living organism is concerned, anatomy is divided into two types, animal anatomy and plant anatomy. Here in this section we'll focus on plant anatomy. What is plant anatomy? Plant anatomy is also called as phytotomy. It is the general term for the study of internal structure of plants. Whatever you study about plant through dissections, so section cuttings, that comes under plant anatomy. Plant anatomy helps us to establish homology and analogy of plant parts. It also helps to resolve many taxonomic problems. In addition to this, science of natural drugs also require thorough knowledge of plant anatomy. Here you can see variation in the structure of stem anatomy in case of a plant. This is a dicot plant. You can see conjoined collateral vascular bundle present in a ring, and in the lowermost part secondary growth is there where the thickness takes place. So the tip of the plant consists of apical and axillary buds, whereas in case of lowermost part, xylem is present and in the form of rings, different rings, which are called annular rings, that we will discuss in another module. So, plant body is made up of many cells. Cells, they come together to perform a particular function, result in the formation of tissues. Difference in tissues is based on difference in component cells and their type of attachment to each other. It means all the cells which are basically a same type, when they come together result in the formation of tissue, then how they attach to each other, that result in their formation or in their, that determines the working of that particular tissue. Tissues, they are of two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, they have the capacity to divide, whereas permanent tissue, they lose that capacity to divide, and they are further divided into, broadly divided into two categories, simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissue, they are made up of one type of cell, and the complex made up of different type of cells. First is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissues are formed of actively dividing cells. Meristematic tissues are of two types. Primary meristematic tissue, which helps in the primary growth of plants and is present throughout the life of plant. Second is secondary or lateral meristematic tissue. It helps in the secondary growth of plant and result in the formation of woody tissues. Primary meristematic tissue, it is present in the young parts like apical parts of the plant. Apical meristems, they are the primary meristematic tissue. In addition to this, intercalary meristem is also the primary meristematic tissue. Intercalary meristem is the leftover part of the apical meristem, which is separated from intercalary meristem by the presence of permanent tissue. Apical meristem is of two types, because in plants there are two types of apex, shoot apex, which is present upward, and root apex, which is present under the soil. This is the structure of shoot apex. Shoot apex, it is present at the tip of the plant. It is covered by leaf primordium. Young leaves, they form a overarching structure of the shoot apical meristem in order to provide protection to the shoot apical meristem. Axillary buds, they arise from the lowermost part of the young leaves. This is a structure of root, where you can see root cap and Apical meristematic region in case of root, it is subterminal in position as it is protected from outside by root cap. Then the root is divided into different regions, region of cell division, cell elongation, cell differentiation. So every region divided according to their function. Thank you.